Rip. You know, today's the day for your retirement, and they asked me to say a few special things to you. I don't know if that had anything to do with the very special farewell I gave to Steve Hendricks a couple weeks ago. But don't worry, there won't be any celestial events like that around here. I mean, we were in a family restaurant, and you know, I really don't like you that much, so. But seriously, I'm going to miss you, Rip. You know, you've been here for 11 years, 11 and a half years even. And, you know, to be honest, when I heard that your retirement was actually going to happen, I mean, the first thing that crossed my mind was, what? Rip's leaving? I mean, you've been here a whole lot of time. I mean, there's a whole lot of different, even library directors you've worked for. There's a whole lot of different collection codes you've had me set up over and over again for only God knows why. You know, there's a whole lot of different names you've yelled out the door of your office. You know, I mean, Rita, Rob, Willita, Cindy, Stefan. But of course, all that's done now, and you know, as much as I hate to say it, I don't know. I mean, maybe it came at about the right time, because you know, those of us who work closely with you, we noticed you start to slip the last couple of weeks a little bit. I mean, you know, we heard, you know, I mean, you've lived your life with like Marine Corps precision, and we noticed that, you know, the other day you forgot to come to work with your watch. You just forgot your watch. Another day you forgot to wear your tie. I mean, you know, that may not seem like much, but that's the equivalent of me coming to work without pants. I mean, you know, and then the other day I heard this story. I mean, this is true. I heard that somebody got off work and rode the bus all the way home and then realized they drove. I mean, that's a true story. You know, Rip, the Marines have a special name for that. They would call you a slacker. Of course, everyone in this room is just going to call you senile. But, you know, as much as we've all gotten to know Rip over these last 11 years, there's still some things that people might not know about Rip. So this is going to be things you might not know about Rip. So first off, we all know, of course, Rip has handled a lot of books throughout his career. But many of you might not know that Rip actually wrote a book. Yes, you can find it on Amazon.com. I'm serious. It's called The Guide to Florida and Federal Taxes for Libraries, Friends, and Boards. I mean, that is thrilling stuff, folks. I mean, it was published back in '85, and I tell you, I'm still waiting on the sequel. I mean, you know, and second, of course, you know, everyone who's talked to Rip knows that he doesn't have children, but actually in secret one time he told me that he did. Seriously, he told me their names were Roth and Ira. Yeah, you know, I thought they were really strange names for kids, but I guess Marty didn't want to go for 401 and K. You know, I never really met Roth and Ira, but apparently they're really nice. I mean, you know, they're paying for his entire trip to Europe. So, I mean, those are good kids. I mean, good job, Dad. You know, and finally, you know, we all know that Rip considers himself to be an absolute monster at collection development. I mean, he's proud of that. But, you know, some of you may or may not know that he also considers himself to be quite the monster at video games. Oh, yeah. I mean, seriously, on weekends he stays up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I mean, he's virtually fragging everything in sight. I mean, he's killed zombies and Nazis and space aliens, even super mutants. I heard all about that the other day. Yeah, you know, except for there's one thing, there's one mortal enemy that I've heard that you aren't able to beat. You know, so when you saw him those Monday mornings and he looked a little bit grumpy, you know, it really didn't have anything to do with you. It was his enemy. It was those teenage kids that keep bragging him all weekend long. I mean, you know, they've been kicking his butt at Call of Duty 5 every single weekend since the game came out. I mean, but of course, now that Rip's going to be retired, those teenagers better watch out, because the Ripper is training. And he's going to come get those kids. And when he gets them, we decided that he might need a little instruction manual what to do that name. So we decided to get him a T-shirt, you know, a little instruction manual here. It's in the form of a T-shirt. I think Rip will get it here. So good luck, train. You'll get those kids. Kick back, relax. When you do get them, it'll be a nice cup of tea for you, okay?